What do you think the value or the benefit is of repainting your entire house, especially if you're thinking of selling?
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
Hello, this is Ken Dekker.
And I'm Yetta Dekker.
And we're excited to be with you and welcome you to another episode of the Inside Track with the Dekker Team, where we share tools, techniques, and even thoughts that we all need, we all deserve, you, I, everyone, to turn our house into a home where our families thrive and we live the best life possible.
Now, painting. We all know and have heard again and again and again that painting is the single, beyond cleaning, the single biggest thing I can do to increase the value of my house. Is that always true?
It's also a great test of a marriage. Painting together, or what's even worse is hanging wallpaper together.
It's good news.
If you can survive that, your marriage can survive just about anything.
Well, no, the next test is go canoeing.
Canoeing, yeah. Canoeing almost broke our marriage.
Yeah, it sure did. Anyway, so back to painting. Painting. Will it bring me a value and a benefit if I repaint my house before I put it on the market?
With two caveats.
Two caveats?
I'll say yes with two caveats. One, if you know how to paint.
Not if you think you know how to paint?
Yes. Because if you don't, and you get paint on the ceiling, and then you get paint on the flooring, and then you spill the paint on the carpet, and you get runs in your paint, or you change the color and you can see through the paint to the old color in spots, or you don't cut in properly, your paint job is actually going to reduce the value of your home. Second thing is color. If I painted my whole house black, would it increase
who's going to do that?
I'm just saying, I'm going to the absurd to drive my point home.
Okay, so you're going to take away a whole lot of money.
Yeah. And what if I painted the entire place hunter green? Including the trim and the ceilings.
No. Okay, but nobody does that. So now you're being truly absurd.
Well, no, sometimes they color their ceilings.
They do.
Yeah, and they paint their trim.
Okay, so on this show, we're going to learn, we're going to chat about what colors to paint.
Yes. And
how to know, and you've already given some good clues on this, how to know whether you should be the one, if you ought to be the one painting, or a family member, or whether this is one of those times where you go, I'm taking my hands off the brush and I'm backing away slowly and I'm dropping the brush to the ground.
Back away before somebody gets hurt.
Right. And I will let someone else take that brush and do the painting and the roller too.
I used to work my best at it.
You did.
And
I'm so grateful you don't anymore.
You have an eagle eye. And you would go, oh, did you mean to get paint all over the trim there? Did you mean to get paint on the ceiling up there?
Do I sound like that?
Yes,
truly?
yes. Let me just keep going. Did you mean to make that line wavy and crooked on the ceiling? Of course not. I did my best, but it wasn't good enough.
Well, that's not only was it not good enough.
That's why I sell real estate, not paint it.
Correct. And you help people navigate the selling, buying, and investing process, and you backed away from the paintbrush and the paint roller.
And I didn't even mind doing it.
I know, but I did. I minded when you did it.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's a big challenge, right? Is you'll know if you're not great at it. If you
no, you won't know because the number of let's let somebody else.
I'm going to tell them what to look for.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
Look for the wavy line on the edge. Right. If you need to buy masking tape to mask off the ceiling, you're not a good painter.
Well, you may be a good painter. You're not a great painter.
Yeah. If you need to mask off something, the trim or whatever, you're not a great painter.
Some painters mask.
Very few. Very, very few. Not the ones that are artistic. If you see dabs from the roller on the ceiling, you're not good at rolling. I remember helping my daughter paint one time, and I was so careful. And it was her first house, and so she had a painting party. and I did the first
You don't
coat.
do painting parties. Like our invitation to you is
Never do a painting party.
don't ever do a painting party.
So
Unless it's professional painters and they're your friends.
I'm doing the edging, and I'm doing the best job I possibly know how.
And it was good.
It was good. Not great. It was good.
It was good.
And the next person came along and did the second coat. Or was they doing the rollering? I forget. But they hit the ceiling like 8 times on the one wall that I just edged so well. Now I got to paint the ceiling and fix the edging. Frustrating, and I'm not even good at it. So, yes, painting your house can increase the value significantly. And the color. Let's talk about color. Do you remember, I don't know, probably 6 months ago on Facebook, there was a challenge, like put up a picture of what you look like 10 years ago and what you look like today?
Yeah, we'll do it because that's actually kind of fun. It's good for a laugh,
right?
if nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Look at even 10 years.
And
now
it's not
do one
fair,
from 20 and one from 30.
Because the celebrities, they look pretty similar.
They do. But
Like I got wrinkles and stuff, but I don't know how they don't get those. Well, I think I do, but I'm not willing to do what they do to not have wrinkles.
Anyway, so if you do it with your face, that's kind of fun. That's good for a laugh. And it's good for celebrating that you're still alive today. So
let's do
with
some
the extra
posts
wrinkles.
of 10 years ago pictures of your house.
Right.
Wallpaper, painting, tiles, all that stuff. What did it look like 10 years
And
ago?
then do one 20 years ago, if you have any, and even 30.
Well, 30 years ago, you'll be back in style.
More like 40. Like it's really interesting. It does become cyclical.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stay in your house long enough and you don't breathe in it and you don't cook in it and you don't make a mess in it,
It can catch up.
it can catch up again.
Yeah. But if you painted your house, say, 10 years ago, ours is 5 years now, and the color's still pretty good.
It is.
Our colors are still pretty good. But if you painted 10 years ago, probably you're not in style anymore.
Right.
So...
and it doesn't matter if you continue to live in your home if you love them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's something I want to drive home.
Yeah, we're talking about painting for resale.
Right. If you're painting to live in it, go for forest green if you like the color.
Yeah. Go with any color you want. Whatever gets you going. Now, 10 years ago, we were preaching beige.
Right.
Now it's more in the gray zone, cooler. 10 years ago, it was a blue, a vibrant royal blue. Now it's more in a navy blue, still like a deeper tone, really vivid with a nice soft white trim. That's one thing that has stayed the same. Some people went with the bright white, the super ultra
There was
white.
a season for that.
Not anymore. The last 10 years have been Oxford white or just a little bit of softness, a little bit of marshmallowy-ish color in it.
Not too much yellow, though.
No,
that's
not yellow.
in today. There was a time where yellowish in the white. So this is like you're going, what are you talking about? You're talking tints within a color.
Yes.
And I don't understand what you're saying. If that's the case, you're not meant to paint and you're not meant to select the color.
So really contact us if you want to know colors. Because we can go into a whole bunch more colors. And brand of paint matters.
Oh my goodness,
Quality
does
of
it
paint
ever?
matters. How you prepare the walls. How do you fix things is super important. I remember used to drive you nuts. I wouldn't clean the baseboards before I'd paint. And I go, the paint covers that.
Yeah, except it makes it bumpy.
It makes it bumpy. It really does. I noticed that now. So you win that discussion. All right.
I win one or two.
Yeah. So I figured a quote from Vincent van Gogh.
Okay, we like him because he was a real professional
right?
painter.
And it says, I dream my painting and then I paint my dream. Isn't that cool?
It is.
So we're grateful to be your partners in moving forward and building wealth through real estate.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.